Hi guys, I'm Ty the Real Estate Guy and I'm a new home construction specialist. In today's video, I'm going to tell you what it's like to be a new home salesperson. In my 15 plus years representing home builders, I've closed over 500 homes, and at one point I was the #1 salesperson in the entire country for one of the nation's largest home builders. I started right before the recession. Now I'm in this crazy market where homes are just flying off the shelf, multiple offers, way above asking price. At this point in my career, you could say I've pretty much seen it all. I want to give you a realistic expectation of what your job entails and some of the emotions that you're gonna go through as a new home salesperson, because it can be stressful. People are making the largest financial decision of their lives. Buying a home is very emotional, and so people get very caught up in building their home. I want to help guide you guys through that and kind of show you what that's like. And my shift starts at noon, so I'm just heading into work. That's one of the advantages of being a new home salesperson, is that you don't go into work at the normal time, so you're not in rush hour traffic. Most builders probably open up around 11 a.m. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do as I pull into my community is I'm going to drive through the competition's neighborhood. They're in the same neighborhood as us, but I got to put on my disguise really quick because I don't want them to recognize me. Does that work? Can you tell it's me? So what a lot of people don't know, if you're gonna become a new home salesperson, a lot of times you're gonna have your competition right in the same neighborhood as you. Right down the street, you'll find my model home. Its construction is out of control. You can see that there's homes under construction everywhere. The model home for my competition is just right there. And if I flip the camera around, you can see right over there is my community. So that's where we're headed next. I guess I can get rid of these pit vipers. What do you guys think? Are you guys fans of pit vipers? Don't know what I think yet. The verdict is still out. Thought I'd get a pair just because they're fun. But anyways, I'm gonna flip the camera around really quick and show you what we have happening in my community. All right, guys, I lied. I'm not gonna flip the camera around because I have awesome news. It is always a good day when you see gold bars. Yes, we have gold bars right here. These are literally worth thousands, tens of thousands of dollars of gold bars right here. Right now, we are in a severe lumber shortage, and this is really, really rare. I've never had anything like this happen in my 15 years of selling homes. For me personally, it is an awesome day. I'm looking over here. I see more lumber has been delivered over there. So 2 houses have received lumber today. That is exciting news. I'm gonna get over to the model home really quick and open it up because now I've been messing around and it's almost noon. So let's get inside the model home and get the lights turned on. We are here at the model home and you can see the landscaping is in. That is awesome news. Right as I walk in, it's right around noon. And sure enough, a car just pulled in behind me. That happens a lot. I try to get to work about 15 minutes early so I can make sure all the lights are on and I'm ready to go before people walk in. You should definitely make it your goal to get into your office, be completely ready to go by the time it opens. Okay, so before those people come in here, I'm trying to run through the house super quick and turn on all the lights so we're ready to go, and turn on the open sign up here in the front window. That truck just pulled in, so they're gonna be inside my home any second now. Okay, so I just finished up with the people who came into the model home, and now I'm sitting in front of my computer here. The first thing that I like to do is jump right on my emails. I can see here that my boss has actually accepted a contract I submitted yesterday. So that makes 3 sales in the last 2 days. So it's been really crazy in this community, and I'm gonna kind of show you what is going on in this community right now. Also, I just wanna talk about really quick before I get this contract moving forward is, as a salesperson, I don't have the right to accept a contract, and neither will you. When you get an offer, even if it's a full price offer, you'll need to send that to your boss or to the company so they can accept it. Okay, so I'm not gonna go in depth on everything that I'm doing, or this video would be 6 hours long and you'd probably be bored to death. But the home builder requires that we list the homes on the multiple listing service so all the real estate agents in this area can see what homes are available. Since I sold the 3 homes in the last 2 days, I actually had to go into the system and mark them all as sold. And on top of that, they gave me a new home to sell. So I had to go and put that home in the multiple listing service as well, with pictures and everything, I need to put a picture because it's under construction of what the house looks like today. So when people go online today and this weekend, they can see what the house looks like, where it's at in construction. So right now, I'm gonna head out and take a picture of that property. Before we step outside, I just wanna show you the map. You can see the model home is here, and you notice the sold goes all the way down the line like this. I marked the next available lot with a yellow dot. That one's actually not for sale yet. It will be next week. And then you can see all these sold are in a line as well. For the home builder, it saves money and it makes it a lot easier for us if we build in lines like you see here. So when you step outside the model home, you gotta put the sign on the door so people know you're just out in the community. So here is kind of a good sampling of the type of homes we build. And as you can see, we just got landscaping in this week. That is always exciting because it makes the houses look finished. This home right here behind me, it just closed yesterday. This house right here, you see the sold magnet on the garage and up there in the window. It is my responsibility as a salesperson to put those sold stickers so people know that that house is not available. It's also my responsibility to put signs on there that says it's available. Okay, so you see this house right here behind me. It's one of the homes that I sold yesterday, and you'll notice it still says available up in the window there, and there's no sold magnet on the garage door. I gotta come out here and I gotta put the sold stickers on this house. A couple of these houses I've sold look like this. They're not finished. What is really cool with what this home builder does is they sell homes, they list them for sale when they're about halfway through the framing stage. And that way people are only having to wait about maybe 2.5 months for the home to be completed. If you look next door, you can see we've got the foundation poured. And then here is all that lumber I was showing you earlier. Hopefully we get framers out here today, but coming up here, you can kind of see what the home looks like at this stage. For those of you that are interested in the new home construction process, I have multiple videos that go in depth on how a house is built. And I actually have another one that goes in depth and gives a very accurate timeline for the new home construction process. If you'd like to learn more about the new home construction process, look in the description below and I'll put links to those videos for you there. This is basically the entire community we have of homes being completed. The model home is there to the left, just around that house. And then you can see these are all the homes that are under construction. This behind me is the house that we just listed for sale. I am expecting to see multiple people through this house today and tomorrow, and most likely get multiple offers. Right now, they're in the four-way of this house. So they're putting in the HVAC, plumbing, electrical, and things of that nature. Just across the street from this house we just listed, you'll notice we've got another home that we have just barely started to frame. And you see all the lumber here. I don't know if you guys can understand how exciting this is to see all this lumber, because if we can't build the houses, I can't sell the houses, and I'm not gonna get paid. So this is a super exciting day for me. Also, if you come and look just right here, the other good news is we have dug a hole for the next house. And this is always an exciting day. I love when this happens. These are the people who just closed yesterday and they're getting ready to move in. I've gotten a lot of stuff taken care of out in the community. Now it's time for lunch. Yes, that is a spinach smoothie. I know what you're thinking, gross. Well, you're right, but I am 46 years old. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do if you wanna look good and feel good. What I've learned in this industry is the second you leave the model home, someone shows up. So if you're gonna get into new home construction, I'd recommend having the attitude of just staying in your model home the whole day. And so I bring my lunch with me. Okay, so Friday got crazy and I wasn't able to finish, but I was actually prepared for that. I'm glad I got to show you the community and some of the things I do on a normal basis. On Saturday, I only worked a half a day because I helped my beautiful wife with her first open house since getting her real estate license. And I've got to say, she handled it like a boss. Is that how you say it? I don't know. Anyways, I was here for the second half of the day. Saturdays in a model home can be crazy, and you need to be prepared to spend your entire day on your feet with very few food or bathroom breaks. Seriously. Of course, there are those random days when no one comes in, but that's rare. So I'm finishing this video outside of normal business hours because there's a lot of important information that I'm anxious to share with you. This video is kind of long, but I'm going in depth on what it's like to be a new home salesperson. That being said, I'm committed to giving you just the important information. And you're gonna wanna watch to the end because I'm gonna tell you why I love being a new home salesperson and maybe more importantly, how much money you can expect to earn. Okay, let's get rolling. So the most common misconception is that new home salespeople are lazy. People think we just sit at our desk waiting for someone to walk in the door. No doubt, there are times when you're all caught up and really there's not a lot to do. But for me, those days are rare. Even if I have free time, you can bet I'm not just sitting there. Okay, here's a list of the things successful new home salespeople do, and it all starts with being prepared. When you first arrive to your model home, you need to turn on all the lights, including the open sign. Then you'll put out your signs that guide people to the model home. Sometimes this is as simple as putting out the model open sign. Some builders provide balloons and helium, so you may need to do that as well. Then you'll want to confirm your marketing materials are fully stocked and ready for the next person who walks in. Actually, you'll want to be prepared for the next several people. Often, you get visitors right when you open, so you want to be ready for that. As far as the marketing materials go, you should have packets ready to hand out at all times. All of this should be done before the model home opens, and that's why you want to arrive 10 to 15 minutes early each day. Now, most builders have professional cleaning crews that come every few weeks to give the model home a deep clean, but it's your job to keep the model home looking sexy. This includes things like cleaning the glass, sweeping and mopping the floors, wiping off counters, and keeping the community looking nice, especially around the model home. The superintendent and all the different trades usually remove the major debris around the construction sites, but as I walk through the community, I'm always tossing trash into the dumpsters. I'm particularly on the lookout for screws and nails in the road. Sooner or later, you will get one in your tire, and it's just annoying. Remember that the model home is your sales center. You want to show your visitors how awesome the builder is and how beautiful the homes are. Another responsibility is to keep the refrigerator stocked. Drinks are provided by the builder or the preferred lender. I talked about this earlier, but you also need to keep the sold and available signs up to date. I'm sure you can understand why you can't have an available sign on a home that's already been sold and why you don't want a sold sign on a home that's currently available. Unfortunately, cancellations happen, even in a strong market. As soon as you receive a cancellation, you need to switch that sign back to available on the home. Personally, I love to plaster the neighborhood with my own signs. You're also responsible for the security of the model home and the homes that are under construction. It's your job to make sure the model home is secured at the end of each shift, checking the doors and windows. Then you'll set the alarm because the model homes are loaded with expensive options and furniture. The superintendent, aka the construction manager, is responsible to lock up the homes that are under construction, but at the end of the day, you might want to confirm that the doors are locked on the homes that are nearing completion. Yes, there are some rotten people out there who will break into the homes and steal or break things. Now, I'm going to pause for a moment because I want to ask, are you thinking about becoming a new home salesperson? What's holding you back? Please take a moment and leave a comment below. Really, I'd love to answer any of your questions, so please don't hesitate to type something below. Also, will you please give this video a thumbs up to support my channel? I would appreciate it more than you know, and that thumbs up will help others see that this video is helpful. Thanks. Okay, so before your first day in the model home, you should know the floor plans that the builder will be offering in that community. Your best way to learn about the homes is to walk through them. It might not be possible to walk through all of them, but make sure you know the plans well before you start meeting with buyers. You should also know about the builder. How long have they been doing business? What's their mission statement? And things of that nature. The goal is to become a community specialist. I prefer to sell houses close to where I live, so a lot of that information is common knowledge. Unfortunately, that's not always an option. Either way, get to know the amenities surrounding your community. Where are the parks and the schools? How close are you to shopping, restaurants, entertainment, downtown, and etc.? What are the advantages of living in that location? You also need a solid understanding of how the base price of your homes, your home sites, standard features, options, and upgrades compare to your competition. This will help you explain the advantages of purchasing a home from the home builder that you represent. You will also want to know approximately what each client will spend to upgrade the home beyond the base price. You not only need to know what your builder does better than the others, but also why they're better off building a house versus buying an existing home. I'm not gonna go in details on this video because I've already gone in depth in another video. If you'd like to know the advantages to building a home versus buying an existing house, I'll put a link to that video below. Earlier in this video, you saw me drive past the competitor's model home. I try to become friends with those who are selling around me. It makes life a lot easier. For instance, most builders require that you shop your competition. In other words, you're responsible for gathering pricing, included features, info on the home sites, how many recent sales they have, and things of that nature from the other builders in the area. If you're friends, it's a lot easier to gather the required data. You should also know what similar existing homes are selling for in the area because those homes are your competition as well. Buyers will ask, why would we pay X amount of dollars to build a home when we get an existing home just down the street for $20,000 or $30,000 less? To sound intelligent, you want to have a solid understanding of why new homes are so much better than existing. When you know your competition inside and out, it will be a lot easier for you to sell against them. Learn why your product is superior, why your builder is a better value, and why they should buy a home from you. By knowing this, you'll become a community expert and it'll give you the ability to educate your clients, making it easier for them to buy a home from you. If they're building a home from scratch, they won't know the final price of the house at time of contract. They'll feel a lot more comfortable moving forward if they trust you and feel that they have a good grasp of what the final price of the home will be when they finish making their structural and design center selections. You should also know before you select a builder to work for that all builders are not created equally. There are some major advantages and disadvantages of working for different types of home builders. Some builders provide all the office supplies. This generally includes printers, paper, pens, marketing materials, and maybe even a laptop. Other builders require that you provide all the necessary materials and equipment. That means you'll need to provide for yourself all the things I just mentioned. That often includes printing and paying for marketing materials on your own. With some builders, you're going to be an employee. You may have health insurance, 401k, and etc. With other builders, you will be a representative, but technically, you're not an employee of the company. You may prefer to be self-employed, and you should probably look into the benefits of both before committing to a builder. You might want to know if the builder is a spec builder or if they build from scratch. Because it takes 9 months to build a home, and because you don't get paid until the home has been completed and closed, there's a good chance you're going to go a while without a paycheck. Be prepared to not get paid for 9 months. This is one of the main reasons people don't get into new home construction and why many others fail. Yes, it's hard to go that long without a paycheck, but if you can stick it out, you'll find yourself in a very rewarding career. To make life easier on everyone, builders like to have one or maybe two trusted lenders. And builders often require those who go under contract to get pre-approved with their preferred lender. The builder can't force a client to use their lender, but they can incentivize them. Most builders will offer to pay all or at least a portion of the closing costs. Or they'll give the client a free upgrade like granite countertops. The builder is investing a lot of money when they build a home. So last minute cancellations could cost the builder thousands of dollars as they remarket and resell the home. The preferred lender can notify the builder immediately if the buyer no longer qualifies. That will allow the builder to relist and hopefully sell the house quicker. The life of a new home salesperson can be stressful. Most people are making the largest financial decision of their lives, and buying a house can be scary. And if your client is building from scratch, you'll be working with them for the next 8 to 9 months in a normal market. In today's market, with the severe shortage in lumber and other building materials, you might be working with that same client for 18 to 24 months. That is a long time. No doubt, people are going to get upset, even though it's not your fault or the fault of the builder. This is a pretty extreme situation. Like I said, I've been doing this for 15 plus years, and I've had people become infuriated over much smaller issues. Once again, things that I or the builder had no control over. But you're the face of the company, and if they need to take out their frustrations on someone, it's probably gonna be you. One of the most disappointing things is that often the whole process will go smoothly, but it just takes one incident or misunderstanding to steal the joy of the home build process and turn the buyer against you. On a few occasions, I've had furious clients charge into the model home and just rail on me. Usually, I just sit back and take it. There's nothing you can say or do to calm a hurricane. Sometimes they just need to blow for a while and then you can rebuild once the storm has passed. I once had a client that was way out of bounds. She was insulting and calling me names. There's only so much one can take, and I had to ask her politely to stop speaking to me that way. In no way did I say or do anything inappropriate, but in the end, the builder told me if I ever did anything like that again, they would fire me. And they passed my client to another agent, and I lost my commission. Moral of the story, just let the storm pass. One way to help prevent clients from getting upset is to set proper expectations from the very beginning. As you gain experience, you'll learn the importance of managing expectations. It's hard when you're trying to make the sale to not give best case scenarios, but even giving a realistic timeline is dangerous. You'll also learn that if you say something like the typical build time is 8 to 9 months, the client will only hear 8 months, and they will hold you to it. This is one of the main reasons I started this YouTube channel, so I can send videos to my clients and set the proper expectations of the home build process and the timeline to build a home. But you're also managing emotions. You need to be the voice of calmness through the process. This can be a little tricky because your fiduciary duty is to the builder, but you also need to be friends with the buyer. Well, you don't need to be their friends, but they should know that you care about them and their home. One of the most important parts of being prepared is knowing what to say and do when buyers visit the model home. The builder expects you to sell homes, and the sooner you can learn the sales process, the better. I don't really believe in scripts, something that you follow word for word, but there is a process that when followed is guaranteed to help make you more sales. I've published the sales process that made me the #1 new home sales professional for one of the nation's largest home builders in my book, The New Home Sales Pocket Guide. It's available on Amazon, and I'll put a link below. Or if you pay me through Venmo, I'll sign the book and ship it to you for free. I'll put the link to my Venmo below as well. Now, because I love you, I'm gonna quickly go over the first few things you should do when meeting a new client. And it all starts with what you do before you meet them. Good salespeople already know what they're gonna say and do when they first meet a client. The best salespeople study the client before they meet them. As a client approaches the model home, you're looking for something they might have in common. Shoes, sunglasses, a purse, t-shirt, or if possible, their car. If you can find something in common, something that bonds the two of you together, your chances of success will skyrocket. A t-shirt with a team logo, or a high school or college emblem, or even just a brand like Nike gives you something to talk about, but it must be sincere. Often, just talking to them or asking them questions will get rid of your sales breath. Smile and greet the client with something like, "Hi, I'm Ty. Welcome to," give them the name of the community and the home builder. "What's your name?" Continue, "It's nice to meet you, Jeff. How are you doing today?" Let them respond and try to find something in common. If you move right into the sales pitch, there's a good chance you'll kill the sale. Once you find something in common, or even if you don't, move into asking them questions. If you'd like to learn more, make sure you pick up my book, The New Home Sales Pocket Guide. Who knows, maybe I'll do a training someday. There are 3 things I want to say about the sales process before I move on. First, register everyone every time. Register them before you walk through the model home. If you don't get their contact information, you can't follow up. And it's a proven fact that agents who follow up get more sales. Second, guide them through the model home. This allows you to show the features and benefits of the home, and it helps you connect with the client. Third, the most important thing you can do to increase your sales is to actually and truly care for the client. Listen to them. What's important to them? What can you do to solve their problem? Zig Ziglar said it best. You will get all you want in life if you help enough other people get what they want. Okay, so you should be ready to take on a career as a new home salesperson. Well, almost. You should know that some states like Utah require that you get your real estate license. So you'll want to look into that before you start applying for jobs. But the big question is, how much will you get paid as a new home salesperson? Let's start with commissions. A normal realtor usually earns a 3% commission per transaction. That equals just over $10,000 on a $350,000 home. Model home agents earn anywhere from 1% to 2%, depending on a lot of factors. But before you get too excited, there are fees to the builder and often the broker on every transaction. You'll want to have a solid understanding of what you're required to pay for and how much money you'll actually be earning per transaction. How much money will you make per year? Well, first of all, it can fluctuate wildly from year to year depending on the community you're in and the number of homes that are available for you to sell. There will be years where you pretty much have an unlimited supply of homes to sell, and there will be years when you're between communities and you don't have anything to sell. That's why you better know how to save your money. That being said, you could easily earn $75,000 or more per year as a new home salesperson. And if the stars align, you can make a whole lot more than that. Now, as promised, this is why I love being a new home salesperson. First and foremost, I love people. I love to serve people, I love to educate people, and I love to help people improve their lives. I know that helping them purchase a home will make their lives better. Second, I love real estate, especially new home construction. To me, there's not a whole lot better than moving into a brand spanking new home. It's just amazing. I know because I've done it 5 times and I now live in my dream home. Real estate is the best investment on earth. So when I inspire someone to purchase a home, I know that I'm improving their life today and even more so in the future. When I find the perfect home for someone, I have an overwhelming feeling of pride knowing that I help them make what will most likely be the best financial decision that they ever make. But much more importantly, I help them purchase a home. A home is a place where the most special memories are made. It will become the center of the universe for that family. A place where they can be themselves without being judged. A place of refuge from the world. It's one of the most beautiful words in the English language. It's home. Hopefully I haven't overwhelmed you. I just want to give you a solid understanding of what it's like to be a new home salesperson. Should you decide to move forward and make new home sales a career, take pride in educating yourself. Throughout this video, I recommended a few others, but I have loads of videos to help you out. Look for the links below in the description. If there's something that stood out to you as being helpful, or if you have questions, please comment below. If you know someone who's thinking about a career in new home sales, please share this video with them. And please don't forget to hit the subscribe button below and ring the bell to be notified each time I post new videos. Also, you can find me on Instagram at Ty, the real estate guy. If you found this information helpful, please give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to ring that little bell below. It'll make you feel good.